Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Loopy X Sums by ChinStrap. So this continues our loop theme week. Hope you're enjoying drawing loops every day. Let's go over the rules to this one. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. So in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We're also drawing a 1 cell wide loop of orthogonally connected cells that doesn't touch itself, not even diagonally. By touching itself, it means coming back around. So like obviously the cells, the two cells that, so if this cell's on the loop, right? The two cells that continue the loop obviously touch this cell, and they touch each other sometimes when you turn the corner. We're not talking about that. We're talking about after you've left that, you can't then come back around and touch yourself. So for example, we can't do something like, oh, can I even get this finished? Sorry, let me get it. Let me draw a real example here. So let's do a simple one. Touching ourselves orthogonally, right? We're not allowed to do something like this. It kind of makes a blob. If you highlight the cells, it's pretty clear. You can't blob yourself up. So even if you were to be able to say, well, the loop does this, it's a perfectly valid loop. These touch each other, and they have nothing to do with the continuation of the loop. It came back around and it touched itself, and that's not allowed. So we can't do that. Let me restart. And then touching ourselves diagonally might look something like this, where it seems like a perfectly valid loop. We haven't made any blobs, but right here, the loop is touching itself diagonally. And in this puzzle, that's not allowed. All right. In addition to that, how are we drawing the loop? How do we know where the loop goes? How do we know where the digits go? Well, we have loop X sums. These are these circles in the grid with clues on the top left. The circles are on the loop, and the digit in the circle counts how many loop cells it sees in the row and column combined. So for example, if we had a loop, let's just draw a simple loop like this really tiny loop here. So if we were to count, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells, including itself, that this circle can see. If we were to continue the loop like this, it does not see this cell because you can't see past non-loop cells. So you don't have to worry about like some global condition of like, oh, what if it comes back around? It's going to be these 5 and these 5 alone that count towards the count. And so that count goes in the circle. In addition to that, including the circle itself, those digits, in this case, these 5 digits would sum to the clue, would sum to 17. So including this 5, we would end up having all of these cells sum to 17. And that's it. Those are the rules. There is a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. So because every circle's on the loop, we are going to highlight those. So we know that the loop's not going to touch itself diagonally. So we're definitely taking one of these two. But we're not taking both. We take both, we clump up. We touch ourselves. So this cell here needs two cells, two connected cells, right? And only one of these is used. We can't go left, so it's going to go up. Maybe we do think about this 7 here. 7's pretty small. So, okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is I can take every single one of these circles and I put 3, 4, 5, 6 in it. We're going to restrict this further, but they need to be at least 3 because they are going to see 3 cells, right? No matter how you draw the loop, it's going to exit one way and enter one way, or it's going to have two connected cells, exactly. And it's always going to see those 2 connected ones, even if you turn right away afterwards. So even if I did something like this, I would still see at least 3, but I can't see fewer than 3. Because it does count itself. And so to get to 7, let's think about, so 7 and 3 obviously has to be possible. 7 and 4, if this was a 4 and we saw 4 cells, we would need the remaining 3 cells to sum to 3. They would all have to be 1s. And I can prove that's not possible because even if we end up with 2 1s like this, continuing our loop, the loop has to continue orthogonally from one of these 1s, making it not a 1. So our minimum would be 1, 1, 2, which is actually 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. So this is actually a 3, meaning it's gonna take a corner or go straight through. Oh, but you know what? In 7 and 3 is, if you don't repeat digits, has to be 1, 2, 4. So with the 3, I think we have to do 2, 2, 3. Yeah, the easy way to think about that is we have a sum of 4 remaining in 2 cells. Can't do 1, 3 because they will be next to this 3 no matter what we do. The same argument we had with those 1s. And so we're going to end up with 2 plus 2. So one of those 2s is going to be in this box, but the other one is right here. So this moves up. And then now this can't be the 2 because it's in the same column. And we can't go left because that would touch ourselves. So actually we're going right and we're placing the 2. Okay, might have been a roundabout way to do it. Now we know we are not allowed to continue. We have to stop here. We're also not allowed to touch ourselves here. So it's going to go down and right and right. Perfect. Now we're never taking this. That's in the corner there. We could go right and up, or we could continue up. We cannot go right and up. If we go right and up, look, this only sees 3 cells. I mean, this can't be a 3 anymore because it sees a 3 in by Sudoku. So we're not going right. We're just going straight up. We can't turn. Again, we can't turn because we don't see anything to our left or right. We need to see at least 4 cells. We have to keep going up. So this is never going to be 6 because we're not taking the whole column. This would branch out. So it's 4 or 5 using these cells. So let's think about the outies here. Because we know that either these or these add to 18. But the entire column adds to 21. So to get from 18 to 21, that's 3. So actually the outies here are either these outies or this outie sums to 3, making this a 1, 2, or 3. Because either this is a 1, 2 pair, or this is part of our sum, and this is a 3 on its own. I don't know which one. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, it's actually really easy. I can't continue here because this. Where's it going to go? Well, it can't go down. It would touch itself. But if it goes up, it has to get out of that corner, and it would still touch itself. So we can't take this one. This is a 4. This has to add to 3 if you remember. So this is a 1, 2 pair. And now we have to pick up this cell. And we're not coming around like that. That would touch ourselves. So we're going to pick up this cell by going right. So we never take this cell. We never take either of these cells. Touch itself. This has to continue all the way through to here. And this sees 3 cells. And the remaining add to 10. So that's a 4, 6 pair. Okay, that's not a 3. Nice progress. This connects to here or like that. I don't know which way. This is 4, 5, 6. 5's in one of these 2. I could write these out. These are 3, 5, 6. Okay, so I took care of the 18. I took care of the 13. I took care of the 7. So maybe this 14 is important. So, yeah, I'm not doing a 3. If this was 3 plus 2, that adds to 5. I would need this to be a 9. 9's not in this puzzle. We're certainly not, I mean, our biggest is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we're certainly not a 6. Can I do this? Hold on. I can't actually do 5. Because if I continue all the way up in order to get 5, we take the corner, and then how is this finishing? Right, we'd end up clumping up. We can't go down, so we'd have to go right, and now we're branched. Yeah, that's no good. It doesn't work. Not enough space for that. So we go up to here and we stop. That means we turn right. That means we're never taking this cell either. We're never taking these 2 cells. So we just have to figure out whether it takes this one or this one. Oh, no, it can't take this one. It would touch itself here. So it takes this one. We finished our loop. All right. Now we can fill our digits in at least. This is a 4. And then this is also a 4. Okay. So surprisingly small digits in our circles. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised. So these add to 14. We already know this adds to 6. So these add to 8. So 2, 6 would be like this. 3, 5 would be like this because we have this 3 over here. Now these add to 17. We already have 4. So the remaining digits add to, maybe we should do the outies instead. These add to 17. The whole box adds to 21. So from 17 to 21, that's 4. So this has to be a 1, 3 pair. So that's 1, that's 3, making this 6 and 2. We doot in the corner. This 2 gives us 1 and 2. That gives us the 4 and the 6. That gives us the 5 and the 4. This is a 5, and this is a 6. All right, that's not a 6. Probably, I mean, it's just Sudoku from here, right? I have all my sums. Pretty sure I do. Okay, so Sudoku. This 5 looks down, placing this 5, giving us the 3. This is a 1 and a 3, so the 3 goes here. That's our 1. Finish the row with a 2. These are going to be 1, 5, 6. That's not 5, that's not 6. These are 1, 3, 6. The 3 has to go there, leaving 1, 6 behind. This 2 ends up here. This is 5 or 6, can't be 6, so that's 5. Those are both 5. That's a 6, 1, and 6, that's a 5. We get our 1 down here. Down here we need 1, 4, and 6. So the 6 goes here, 1 goes there, the 4 goes there. Oh, and I should definitely gray this out. Okay. Nice. Cool puzzle, Chinstrap. That flowed really nicely. A few interesting things we had to notice. I think the 7 break-in was really interesting. Yeah, because exomes with 7 are in general, like the traditional exomes that are outside the grid can be quite restrictive because you can't actually do it in 3 because it would involve the 3. But here you could because you can repeat the 2. But that forced us to do that. And very interesting. Yeah, very neat. And these all ended up pretty small. I'm surprised, 18 and 4. Okay. Well, how'd you do? And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.